The Heart of Steel Protocol, the 5 superfoods that cleanse your arteries, the complete and definitive guide. If I asked you to name the biggest threat to your life right now, what would you say? An accident? A virus? Crime on the streets? Statistically, you'd be wrong. The biggest threat is inside you. It's happening right now as you watch this video. It's a silent, slow, and deadly process occurring in the 100,000 kilometers of blood vessels that run through your body. Did you know that 80% of heart attacks and strokes could be prevented? I'm not saying this. The World Health Organization and the American Heart Association say so. 80%. That means that out of every 10 men who collapse, 8 could be here today, hugging their grandchildren if they had had the right information. But the tragedy is that most men over 50 lie waiting for the blow. They live thinking that high blood pressure is normal for their age, that having slightly high cholesterol is part of aging, that getting tired climbing stairs is inevitable. Listen carefully. A heart attack is not an accident. It's the end of a horror movie your body has been filming for 20 years. Hi, I'm Manuel Granada, a specialist in geriatric care. I've dedicated my career to studying why some men reach 90 with hearts of steel, while others fade away at 60. And the answer isn't always at the pharmacy. It's in your kitchen. Today, I'm not going to give you generic advice like, eat less salt. Today, we're going to war against the plaque in your arteries. I'm going to reveal the 5 superfoods that modern cardiology recognizes as natural medicines. Foods you have in your pantry right now that have the biochemical power to dissolve plaque, relax your blood vessels, and protect your heart. And I promise you something. If you stick around until the end, you won't just learn about these foods. I'll give you the exact daily plan, what to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so that in a matter of weeks, your doctor will be asking you what on earth you've been doing to improve so much. Your heart has been beating tirelessly for you for 5 decades. It's time you did something for it. Let's get started. The anatomy of the problem. What happens to a 50-year-old man? 5.12 SAO. To understand how these foods will save your life, you first need to understand what's killing you. At 50, the machinery changes. Imagine your arteries as the pipes in your house. When you were 20, those pipes were made of new rubber, flexible, elastic. The blood flowed without resistance. But over the decades, 3 enemies have been attacking those pipes. Enemy number 1, endothelial dysfunction. The inside of your arteries isn't plastic. It's living tissue called the endothelium. It's a layer of intelligent cells that decides when to open and when to close. The endothelium produces a magic gas called nitric oxide. This gas is what keeps your arteries relaxed. The problem is that after age 50, nitric oxide production in men plummets. Your arteries stop relaxing. They become rigid. And when a rigid pipe is subjected to pressure, it bursts. That's hypertension. Enemy number 2, chronic inflammation. We've been told that cholesterol is the devil, but cholesterol is like a firefighter. If there's a fire, inflammation, in your arteries caused by sugar, tobacco, or stress, the liver sends cholesterol to patch the wound. The problem isn't cholesterol itself, it's oxidized cholesterol. When cholesterol oxidizes, it becomes sticky. It builds up on the walls of your arteries like limescale on an old pipe. Enemy number 3, atherosclerotic plaque, the silent killer. Over the years, this sticky cholesterol, mixed with calcium and dead cells, forms a hard plaque. This is atherosclerosis. The real danger isn't just that the plaque blocks the artery. The danger is that this plaque is unstable. One day, after a major upset or intense physical exertion, this plaque ruptures. Your body reacts by forming a clot to plug the rupture, and that clot blocks the flow of blood to the heart. Boom. Heart attack. Lights out. Conventional medicine treats this with pills, statins to lower cholesterol, antihypertensives to lower blood pressure, aspirin to thin the blood. And they are necessary in many cases, don't get me wrong, but pills are just band-aids. They don't fix the pipes, they just lower the water pressure. What we're going to do today with these 5 foods is bioengineering. We're going to use natural chemical compounds to restore the flexibility of your arteries, nitric oxide, put out the fire, anti-inflammatories, clean away limescale, antioxidants. Food. 1. The clot buster. The first soldier in our battle is humble, inexpensive, and you probably have it in your refrigerator right now. It's garlic. But beware, because 95% of people consume it incorrectly and waste its power. The science. Allicin garlic isn't just a condiment, it's a pharmacy in capsule form. Its secret is called allicin. Clinical studies have shown that allicin acts similarly to ACE inhibitors, blood pressure medications. What does allicin do? Vasodilation. It relaxes the smooth muscles around your arteries, allowing blood to flow freely and lowering systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Antiplatelet agent. It makes your blood less sticky, reducing the risk of those deadly clots we talked about earlier. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that aged garlic can reduce soft plaque in the coronary arteries. It's literally cleaning the pipes. The fatal mistake you're making. Here's the secret almost no one knows. Whole garlic, as it comes in the head, does not contain allicin. It has two separate components, alliin and an enzyme called alliinase. Only when you crush, mash, or cut the garlic do these two components combine to create allicin. If you throw the whole garlic clove into the boiling pot, you kill the enzyme before the medicine can be created. You're eating flavor, but you're not eating health. The correct consumption protocol. For garlic to save your heart, you must follow the 10-minute rule. Take 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. Crush or finely chop them. Wait. Let them sit in the air for 10 minutes. During this time, the chemical reaction occurs and allicin is generated. After those 10 minutes, you can eat it raw, ideally, or lightly cook it. The allicin that has already been created is more resistant to heat. Recommended dosage: 1 clove of garlic per day, every day. If you are concerned about your breath, chew some parsley or a mint leaf afterward, but ask yourself, what do you prefer, bad breath or chest pain? Food. Number 2. Liquid gold for your arteries. Extra virgin olive oil, 6 gauss PM, 12 gauss AM. During the 80s and 90s, we were brainwashed. We were told that fat was bad. We were told that to take care of our hearts, we had to eat everything light and low fat. And we replaced natural fats with industrial vegetable oils, corn, sunflower, soy, and sugars. The result? Heart disease skyrocketed. The second superfood is the fat that has kept the men of the Mediterranean alive and strong for centuries. Extra virgin olive oil, EVOO. The science: polyphenols and oleocanthal olive oil isn't just fat, it's olive juice. And as such, it's loaded with polyphenols, especially one called hydroxytyrosol. This compound is one of nature's most powerful antioxidants. Remember when I told you that bad cholesterol, LDL, is only dangerous when it oxidizes? Well, hydroxytyrosol prevents cholesterol from oxidizing. It also contains oleocanthal, a substance that acts as a natural anti-inflammatory, very similar to ibuprofen, but without harming your stomach. An inflamed heart is a weak heart. Olive oil puts out that fire. And most importantly for men over 50, it improves endothelial function. It helps the lining of your arteries become flexible again. How to choose the right one? Don't be fooled. The market is full of fake oils. If you buy a clear plastic bottle that says mild olive oil or pure, you're throwing your money away. That's refined, lifeless oil without polyphenols. For it to work as medicine, it must meet 3 requirements. Extra virgin. This means it's the first cold-pressed oil. Dark bottle or tin. Light destroys the polyphenols in a matter of days. Cold-pressed. Heat destroys its beneficial properties. Consumption protocol. Do not use it for frying potatoes. Extreme heat can degrade it. The best way to consume it is raw, on an empty stomach. A small spoonful with a few drops of lemon juice. With meals, sprinkle it generously over your salads or vegetables after cooking. Dosage: 2 to 3 tablespoons per day. It's the lubricant your aging arteries are desperately craving. Food. Number 3. The inflammation extinguisher. If I could give you just one substance to reduce the risk of sudden cardiac death, it would be this. The third food is oily fish, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. The science, the omega-3 ratio. Our modern diets are flooded with omega-6, seed oils, fried foods, processed foods. Omega-6 is pro-inflammatory. Omega-3 is anti-inflammatory. The balance should be 1-to-1, but the average person has a 20-to-1 balance in favor of inflammation. Your blood is thick, your platelets clump together easily, and your heart works harder. The omega-3 in fish performs 3 miracles: reduces triglycerides, lowers blood fat by up to 30%, stabilizes the heart's electrical rhythm, prevents arrhythmias, which are the cause of many sudden deaths, thins the blood. It acts as a mild natural blood thinner. Why aren't nuts or flaxseed good for this? Many people tell me, Manuel, I eat chia and flaxseed. That's good, but it's ALA, plant-based, omega-3. Your body has to convert it into EPA and DHA to use it, and men over 50 are very bad at that conversion, less than 5%. You need the direct source. You need fish. The SMASH protocol. To avoid mercury, a toxic metal that damages the brain and heart, use the SMASH rule. These are small, fatty, and clean fish. S, salmon, preferably wild. M, mackerel. A, anchovies. S, sardines. H, herring. The hidden gem, the sardine. It's cheap, full of omega-3 and calcium, and has almost no mercury because it has a short lifespan. Dosage. Eat fish from the SMASH list at least 3 times a week. If you can't, supplement with a high-quality fish oil, IFOS certified. But real food is always better. Food number 4. The artery opener nature sometimes gives us clues. If you crack open a walnut, it looks like a brain, and what's good for the brain is good for the heart. The 4th superfood is walnuts. The science, L-arginine, and the return of nitric oxide. Remember when I told you that around age 50, we lose the ability to produce nitric oxide and our arteries become stiff? Walnuts are rich in an amino acid called L-arginine. Your body uses L-arginine as a raw material to make nitric oxide. Eating walnuts is literally giving your arteries the key to open up and relax. They also contain fiber, vitamin E, and healthy fats. A Harvard study showed that people who eat walnuts regularly reduce their risk of coronary heart disease by 20%. The mistake: eating them salted or caramelized. If you eat walnuts coated in sugar or with loads of refined salt, you negate the benefit. Sodium hardens arteries, sugar inflames them. Walnuts fried in vegetable oils are also a no-go. The activation protocol. Walnuts contain anti-nutrients, phytic acid, that can make them difficult for some older men to digest. The expert trick: soaking them. If possible, leave a handful of walnuts in water overnight. This wakes up the kernel, improves the bioavailability of its nutrients, and makes them easier on your stomach. Dosage: a handful, what fits in your closed hand, a day. It's the perfect mid-morning snack. Instead of cookies, choose nuts. You're swapping a poison for an antidote. Food number 5. The cholesterol vacuum cleaner. The last of our magnificent 5 is the breakfast of champions, but only if you choose the right one. I'm talking about oatmeal. The science: beta-glucans. Oatmeal contains a unique soluble fiber called beta-glucan. Imagine beta-glucan is a gelatinous sponge. When you eat it, it travels through your intestines. Your liver releases bile, made of cholesterol, into the intestines for digestion. Normally, your body reabsorbs that bile and recycles the cholesterol. But beta-glucan traps the bile and carries it out of the body through your stool. The result? Your liver says, "Hey, I'm out of bile," and is forced to draw LDL cholesterol from your blood to make new bile. It's a perfect biological trap for lowering cholesterol without medication. The supermarket deception. This is where 80% of people fail. They buy instant oatmeal with apple and cinnamon flavor. That's garbage. It's pre-cooked, powdered, and full of sugar. its glycemic index is extremely high. That will raise your blood sugar and insulin levels, further damaging your arteries. The correct protocol. You should buy old-fashioned rolled oats or steel-cut oats. This is the best. Never eat them raw straight from the bag. They'll cause inflammation. You must cook them. Heart protective recipe. Half a cup of rolled oats, cooked with water or almond milk. Avoid cow's milk if you have inflammation. Add cinnamon, helps control blood sugar. Add some blueberries or strawberries, extra antioxidants. Eat it 4 or 5 times a week for breakfast, and you'll see your cholesterol levels drop in your next blood test. Anti-foods. What erases your progress? It's no use eating garlic and salmon if you then bombard your body with junk. There are 3 things you must eliminate or drastically reduce if you want to reach 80 years old in good health. Trans fats, margarine, pastries, cakes, fried fast food. These fats get embedded in your cells and take months to be eliminated. They're like edible plastic. Liquid sugar, sodas, boxed juices, energy drinks. They cause insulin spikes that damage the arterial lining. Excess sodium. Note, I'm not talking about good quality sea salt in moderation. I'm talking about the hidden sodium in processed meats, instant soups, and canned foods. It hardens your arteries instantly. The Daily Master Plan, your salvation routine. I promised you a plan. Here it is. You don't have to think, just execute. Imprint this on your mind or write it down. Morning, activation and cleansing. Upon waking, a large glass of water to hydrate the thick morning blood. The ritual, 1 crushed garlic clove, wait 10 minutes, and swallow it with water or with your breakfast. Breakfast, a bowl of cooked oatmeal with cinnamon and a handful of blueberries. Or if you prefer savory, scrambled eggs with spinach made with a little olive oil added at the end. Mid-morning, maintenance snack, a handful of walnuts, soaked overnight if possible. This keeps your nitric oxide levels high. Lunch, deep nourishment. Main course, a generous portion of fresh salad. This is where you use your 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil as a dressing. Protein, chicken, turkey, or legumes. Avoid fried foods. Dinner, nightly repair. The main course, oily fish, sardines, salmon, mackerel, at least 3 times a week. If not fish, a light protein. Side, steamed vegetables, broccoli, carrots. Time, eat dinner at least 3 hours before bedtime. Sleeping on a full stomach strengthens the heart. Invisible supplement. Walking, 30 minutes a day, non-negotiable. Food is the fuel. Walking is the spark that burns off excess sugar and circulates these nutrients throughout your body. Gentlemen, information without action is just entertainment. Knowing that garlic lowers blood pressure won't save your life. Eating garlic will. You have 2 paths before you today. The path of the majority. Continue as before. Eat whatever. Hope the pills work miracles. And cross your fingers that you're not part of that 80% who suffer a heart attack. Or the path of the wise man. Take control. Go to the kitchen right now. Throw out the margarine. Buy some good olive oil. Start eating sardines. Crush that garlic. Imagine a year from now. You go to the doctor. He runs some tests. He takes off his glasses, looks at the paper, and says, "I don't know what he's doing, but your arteries look like those of a man 15 years younger." Imagine having the energy to play soccer with your grandchildren without getting winded. Imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're protected. That future is possible, it's within your reach, and it starts with your next meal. I'm Manuel Granada. My mission is for you to age with dignity, strength, and health. If this video has opened your eyes, I ask you to do 3 quick things that will help save more lives. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next lesson on how to boost your testosterone or cleanse your liver. Like this video so YouTube can show this to other men who need to hear it. Share. Send this video via WhatsApp to your brother, your friend, your group. Health is contagious. Thank you for your time, which is the most valuable resource you have. Use it wisely. Take care of your heart, because it's the only one you have. See you in the next video.